So I've been pretty lucky with my work. My bosses let me work from home a couple of days a week, but they also, particularly coming off a Sunday game, they'll let me take the morning to recover. So a typical Monday at the moment has just been taking these guys for a walk and getting down to the beach and doing some recovery, and then just jumping online and getting some work done before heading into the club. We're down not far from Cronulla. Moved here probably a year and a half ago now, so yeah, I've always been near the city, and being a Melbourne girl, I've never really lived near the beach before, so for me, I feel pretty lucky to have the beach in my backyard. I went down to Harvey Norman, who are incredible sponsors of our women's team, and they sorted me out. There was a couple to choose from, but yeah, this was definitely the one to go with. It makes a bloody good coffee, I tell you that much. Myself and my partner Jazz at the moment, and our two fur babies, Jax and Noah. So Jax he's turning 2 in a couple of months, and Noah we just turned a year a couple of weeks ago. So we're still going through puppy stage. Apparently pointers are puppies until they're about 4 years old, so we've got a long way to go out here. I grew up in Melbourne, so started playing footy since I was about 8 or 9 years old, and I played with, Louis at youth girls level, and then went on and played for Darabin and played with Delhi as I got a little bit older in senior footy, and then found myself at Carlton in the first year of AFLW, and then eventually made my way over to the Giants. I probably came over in pretty bad shape in terms of my fitness and the way my body was feeling, and especially mentally, I don't think I was in a really good place, just around my footy and the way I approach my training and the game. So that in itself was interesting. I learned a lot about myself and the importance footy has in my life, but I also at the same time fell in love with playing footy in Sydney and at the Giants, and it was a place that I knew I wanted to be at. I got delisted, and then after that it was the decision of, do I do whatever I can to get redrafted at the end of the year, or do I take time for myself and understand different parts of my life and prioritise other things and do things like go travelling and stay in Sydney, and all those things were things I wasn't sure of what I exactly wanted to do, but I knew I wanted to do something different other than trying to be the best footballer that I could be. And obviously I've had those really honest conversations with Alan, who was incredible, and he really helped me make right decisions at a really important time of my career. So those chats with him was kind of what drove the next 12 to 18 months for me, and it was nice to step away from footy and do some other things, and then 2 years later put the time and effort and do everything I could to get back on the list, and I've really felt like I've seen the rewards of that the past couple of weeks, which is nice as well. It's a bit of an emotional roller coaster. You play a game and you feel like you perform, then the next game you feel like you underperform, and then it's kind of all over the shop. So for me it was a bit of a stressful couple of months during that VFL period, but I didn't truly believe it until I heard my name get read out. That was kind of the moment I knew. I met Jazz at a time of my life when I was learning a lot about myself, and she kind of settled me into getting back into training, getting back into routine, and I'm surprised she hasn't broken up with me yet, because I come home and I'm in the most foul moods, but she continues to support me and helps me believe in myself and believe that I'm good enough to be there. I knew for starters I had to be in a better headspace. I needed to come back in better shape. I could have come back with soft tissue injuries, and if I was going to do it, I wanted to be out on the park, because at the end of the day that's where I'm going to get the most out of myself as a footballer. So I came back probably 8 to 10 kilos lighter, which was a huge benefit for me, and I'm probably not the quickest person on the field, but it meant it allowed me to just move better on the field, and by doing that, it just allows me to be in a better headspace when I'm playing. The mental belief to feel like I belong is something I've always struggled with, and I know that if I'm playing good footy, then my head's in the right spot, so being able to be fitter was definitely a big part of that. I've had a lot of incredible support from the coaches, and I think the other big thing is the belief that they're actually having me as well. So they're allowing me to play my brand of footy, and I know I've got a long way to go, but yeah, it's been definitely a big improvement from when I was last here. I still don't think I've reached the footballer that I want to be. So I'll keep working on that until I can get there. Hopefully finish off the season really well and get another opportunity over the next couple of years and keep myself in the system for as long as possible. Hopefully keep myself at the Giants for as long as possible. I love the club and it's a place that I want to play my footy at. And yeah, go from there.